archetypes.com, and today I'm speaking to you about Saturn through the 12 astrological signs. If you have your Saturn in Libra, then this is your video. Let's get straight to understanding the archetype of Saturn. In the Jungian parlance, Saturn is the archetype of the wise old man. Like in the Tarot, it's the Hermit card. So Saturn is about maturation, about growth, about restrictions, because maturation definitely comes around with a certain um, special brand of restriction. We mature when we realize that what we are doing is not right, or we mature when we see what havoc we've created and we try to better ourselves. Okay, and that is Saturn. If ever there was an understanding of the hashtag adulting, then it will happen to you when you're about 29 years of age and you experience your Saturn return. So, Saturn comes back to the original position it was in at the moment of your birth. And this is what astrologers call Saturn return. So, Saturn is your greatest challenges. It's where you apply yourself, it's where you have to get serious, it's where you have to compromise, it's where you have to work hard, you have to be diligent, disciplined. Okay, I hope that's not enough to make you run away because you're Libra and you want to take it easy and you want harmony at all costs. But Saturn's here to ask you that at what cost, you and what is harmony anyways? How do you grow if you have just this fake sense of harmony? Saturn does the hard questioning, but and has got a lot of bad press. It's called the Great Malefic in most systems, and in the Persian system, he's known as a demon. Okay, all the planets are demons, by the way, because they cause misfortune to the humans in Persian astrology. So in the Vedic system, definitely Saturn is a malefic, but is auspicious and is part of the Navagrahas or the nine planets. And Saturn is the karma bearer or the grim reaper. In the Vedic myths, he's born out of Surya, the sun, and Chaya or shadow. This is metaphoric because this symbolizes the dualistic energy of Saturn. But then everything in this manifested world is dualistic. We cannot avoid that. So Saturn in Libra. Always remember that wherever Saturn is placed in your natal chart, house, sign placements will tell you where you face your greatest challenges. It'll also tell you your line of work. Okay, Saturn in Libra, you will definitely be concerned or working in the justice system or in the beauty system because Libra is ruled by Venus and is very, very much about beauty and luxury. But so, as I was saying, that Saturn is the principle of negentropy or constriction. The soul is expanding. In Mercury, it learns communication. Venus, it learns what we love, the physical body. In Mars, it learns to grow, and in Jupiter, it expands. And then it comes across Saturn, and it's time for a reality check, and everything is suddenly stuck, or everything feels like whoops, what happened there? But this is as important as growth. A pause, a stop, an evaluation of what we've done is super important. And that's what Saturn teaches us to do. Tells us that, hey, is this what you really want to do? Is this what you really seek? Is this your karma? Okay, and then with Saturn you always reap what you sow. It's like karma cafe, and you're served what you deserve, and no one, and I mean no one, can escape from the wrath of Saturn. Okay, there are of course ways to propitiate Saturn in the Vedic system. Mustard oil is one such way. Wearing black, using sesame seeds or black bill seeds, or even feeding crows or Black dogs, very sacred to Saturn. So Saturn likes to take up the cause of anyone that's downtrodden and brings challenges about that. So once we realize that Saturn is our greatest challenge, then also we come to the realization and the conclusion that in our greatest challenge lies our greatest gift. Okay, the what we thought we could never do, once we do it and we figure it out, it's like we've been doing it forever, and it feels really easy. So understanding the karmic lesson of Saturn and Libra, you're definitely going to feel restrictions about relationships. You may settle for someone much older than you, someone who has money, has finances, or you may be the Saturn and you may decide to be with someone much younger and provide them with all the necessary things. Saturn and Libra definitely wants an affluent partner. Okay, somebody with money, somebody with the resources, somebody who can look after them, and it definitely there will be problems about that. Maybe your partner is not able to give you what you want. Somehow the relationship is not taking off, or maybe it's a bit too cold, or maybe there's just no chemistry in it anymore. Because Saturn in Libra can become a people pleaser. You know, you just with Libra, you never want to confront. You just want to, flow in harmony. And Saturn likes to ask the hard questions, likes to ask the hard questions. It's like, okay, this is reality. Look at the sign it rules, Capricorn. And Saturn essentially is all about mastery of not just the 3D world, but of ourselves. What have we learned? And ultimately, this energy is about self actualization. Okay, and Saturn is not easy, the energy is not easy to work with, but and in Libra it may feel very restrictive, very constrictive. You may settle down at a much later stage in life. You just don't want to, you don't think any relationship is going to be good enough, or any partner is good enough. You often hear of someone rejecting everybody because they think that no one's good enough. So this is a possibility with this placement. So just keep that in mind. But once you find love, again, as I said, that Saturn gives you challenges only to give you your greatest gifts. And once you realize that, okay, this is the relationship I want, and you find that, then you have a very long and beautiful relationship. It's also your greatest gift. It's your greatest boon. Saturn never lies. Is always um, the Saturn is the first guardian of humanity, and is very truthful, very industrious, likes you to be industrious, and wants to work for you, wants to elevate you. Saturn is associated with time, so how you use your time in Libra, very associated with vanity and the way you look and couture stuff. So if you can't buy that, if you can't afford that life, if you can't look a particular way, because you take beauty seriously. I would say a lot of influencers have Saturn and Libra because they have the discipline to take something they love, beauty, and turn it into an influencer career. It speaks to me, it screams to me of Saturn in Libra. Even clothing, even people who uh, cosmetics. Libra likes couture, cosmetic, all these kinds of high luxury things ruled by Venus, an air sign. It's all about uh, the bigger the better, the bigger the better. And Saturn will restrict you and how you beautify yourself. Maybe earlier on in life, it's not so easy for you to find the resources to beautify yourself the way you want to, or even if you do have the resources, you may not know your unique style. And Libra, being a people pleaser, to develop your own unique style, you better have other placements. Otherwise, you're going to stick to what is conventional. I don't mean traditional like Taurus. I mean what's conventional, what's off the runway, what's hot, what's chic, what's fashionable. That's Libra, you know. And Saturn in Libra definitely wants the good life. And at the end of your work with Saturn, you will probably manifest that life for you. Because Saturn gives concrete results. Okay, so that was a bit about Saturn and Libra. I hope you like that video. Thumbs up, comment, share with your friends, and um, check my website www.tinahits.com. But seriously, leave a comment. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Thank you. Take care. Bye.